I thought I'd be in Italy living my dream life by now, but instead I'm here in the US in Florida planning my next move. Here's what really happened. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jamie. 2024, I purchased a home in Italy with the plan to move abroad with my 2 dogs. This channel is going to be all about that experience, what is happening in my life, both in the US and in Italy. I hope that you will follow along and hit the subscribe button. Let's get into it. There's a whole backstory as to why I decided to move to Italy. And if you want to hear about that story, I will get into that in another video. But I think that you're here to learn about what went wrong. So let's talk about that first. In 2024, I closed on a home in the southern region of Puglia, Italy. I closed on the property in June and planned to go to Italy in December to prepare the house for a full move. I'm a beauty content creator, so I decided to apply for the digital Nomad visa, and I had started that process. And while I was waiting for my appointment at the consulate here in Florida, I just went over there to prepare the home, get the furnishings, and make it a home. So that's exactly what I did. I went over there, I went shopping at secondhand markets, I found Italian treasure, I made friends, I built community there, and I started to put down roots with the goal of living there permanently. I honestly didn't know if I was gonna love the reality of moving there. I had done 2 years of research to learn the ins and outs of what life is like living in Italy, the rules of driving and just everyday life that I feel like a lot of Americans don't know and then go over there and have disastrous results. It is really a big culture shock to be American and to live in Italy. So I felt like this 3 months would give me a really good look into what life there might be like. And I fell in love. I absolutely fell in love. I was so lucky to meet some amazing people who welcomed me with open arms and really provided a sense of community and belonging there. Some were expats, some were locals, and some were blended families. I have a friend who's American and married to an Italian. So I got so lucky with where I ended up. And if you want me to talk about how I chose the town and the house and the details of the process of purchasing property in Italy, let me know and I will make videos on that. So when my 3 months was up, I returned to the US for my consulate appointment. I was devastated to have to leave my friends and this community that I had just started to build and my cute little home that I was starting to fall in love with. And I went to my appointment at the consulate. And I was told that it was going to take 45 days initially, and then it turned into 120 days. When I went to the appointment, it was an interrogation. It really was kind of hostile. They were nice, but you could tell they didn't want Americans there. They were very scrutinizing. I didn't leave there feeling good at all. And then I had to wait. And I waited, and I waited, and I waited. And in July, I got the news that I was rejected for the digital nomad visa. They read my documents wrong. They gave me reasons that were incorrect for rejecting me, and they hold your passport for the entire time. So that made me very uncomfortable, especially in the political climate that we're in the US right now. So I told them I wanted my passport back, which gave me no room to counter what they said. Now, my permanent plan has become a part-time plan. So I am not giving up, but for now, as an American, I can stay in Italy for 90 days at a time. So my plan is to live in Italy for 6 months of the year, and I will live in the US for 6 months of the year. And luckily, I have a home in both places, so I can just go back and forth in 90-day increments. I'm going to be returning to Italy this fall, and I'll be staying there for 3 months. And of course, I'm going to take you along with me, and I'm going to take you through this journey of what life is going to be like living in 2 different worlds, and figuring out how I can become a permanent resident in Italy. There are other ways, and I am exploring all of those options, but for now, this is what we're doing. So it's just chapter 1 in a much bigger story, and I hope that you will follow along. In the first 3 months, I did document everything on Instagram and on TikTok, and I do have some shorts here on this channel. I didn't do long form content before, but I will be doing that going forward. So let me know what you want to see, like what you're interested in learning about moving abroad, about owning a home abroad, about bringing my dogs abroad, and just building a new life in another place. If you want to know my backstory or whatever it is that you're curious about, let me know and I will make videos for you. And again, I hope that you will subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment on the video, tell the algorithm that you're interested in this content and they will continue to show it to you. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.